In this video, we're exploring exactly how to use IPVanish with Kodi to stream freely, privately, and without hassle. What's going on, everyone? My name is Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel, we skip the fluff. So here's the real working setup so you can enjoy your media library without giving up your privacy or speed. Stick around till the end because I'll walk you through every step from setup, configuration, how to fix common problems, plus some tips to squeeze the best performance out of this combination. So by the time we finish, you'll be confident doing this yourself and maybe helping your friends do it too. Why you should use a VPN with Kodi. Let's start with why this even matters. Kodi is an open source media center. You can install all kinds of add-ons that pull in live TV, movies, sports from both official and community sources. It's powerful, flexible, but that flexibility comes with exposure. When you stream through Kodi, your IP address in many cases becomes visible to your ISP, to the server or host of the add-on, even potentially to malicious actors snooping on your network. Your ISP might notice heavy streaming, throttle your speeds, or flag your account if they think you're accessing questionable resources. So that's a real risk. Now, a VPN or a virtual private network wraps a protective tunnel around your internet traffic. It encrypts the data so no one in the middle can see what you're doing. And it hides your real IP by substituting their server's IP. With IPVanish plugged into Kodi, you can access geo-restricted add-ons like BBC iPlayer in the UK, CTV in Canada, and ABC iView in Australia. Keep your ISP from seeing that you're streaming, which lowers chances of throttling or interference. Safeguard your privacy when using public networks. Say you stream from a coffee shop. Reduce the chance of leaks or exposure if something drops, provided your settings are solid. IPVanish earns positive reviews for being a great fit with Kodi. Now, among other VPNs, it's often recommended for its speed, compatibility, and strong security features. That said, it's not magic. VPNs don't grant you legal permission to stream copyrighted content where it's unallowed. So use responsibly, support creators, and follow the laws in your country. How to install IPVanish on your Kodi device. So the how depends on your setup, whether Kodi runs on Android, Fire TV, Libra ELEC, or via a PC or Mac. So let's walk through some of the common paths. Native app installation. This is the best option. If your Kodi device supports standard apps, Android, Fire TV, Windows, Mac OS, this is the simplest. Just download and install the IPVanish app via your device's app store, Google Play, Amazon App Store, or the provider's site. Log in with your credentials. Now, if you don't have a subscription to IPVanish, you can click the link down below in the description to get some of the best pricing possible. Just click on that link and then click on subscribe now, and that'll bring you to the checkout page where you can go ahead and choose between their 3 different plans. Now, it's really the same features and stuff that you're getting. It's just you're going to get a better deal the longer you commit to. So the 1 month is going to come out to be $12.99 per month. The 12 month is going to be $3.33 per month effectively, although it's a one-time payment. And the 24 month is the largest savings with $2.19 per month with the effective rate when you pay in full. So go ahead, pick a plan that's going to work best for you. Now, the 12 month and the 24 month have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can try it out, see if it works on your devices with your Kodi account and all of that stuff, and make your decision within 30 days. We'll drop that link down in the description for you. Once your account's set up, just log in with your credentials, choose a server, and connect. Now, once the VPN is active, then open Kodi. All traffic should now go through the encrypted tunnel. So this setup ensures that all traffic, including Kodi, passes through IPVanish without much extra work on your part. Security, speed, and simplicity all in one. Router level installation. This covers everything. So if you configure IPVanish on your router, you effectively protect any device connected. Smart TVs, consoles, sticks, etc., without installing the VPN individually. Now, you'll need a router that supports VPN firmware like DDWRT, OpenWRT, AsysWRT, Merlin, etc. Flash or configure the firmware with IPVanish's OpenVPN or WireGuard configuration files. Enter your credentials and the desired server details. Now, once it's set up, every device on your network will route through the VPN automatically. This way, way is more technical and it can be tricky. Wrong settings might break your internet, but it's a powerful option, especially for shielding devices that don't support VPN apps. Using Kodi integrated add-ons, for example, Libra ELEC, Linux. Now, some Kodi setups, especially lightweight Linux-based ones, don't run full Android apps. In those cases, you can use a VPN manager inside of Kodi. Now, a popular choice is the zomboided VPN manager or something similar. The steps: add the zomboided VPN manager repository in Kodi. Install the add-on and open its settings. Enter your IPVanish credentials like username and password. Configure which protocol and server to use. Use the add-on inside Kodi to connect and disconnect as needed. This method gives you control from inside Kodi, and it can be very handy, but it does require that your system supports this kind of internal VPN management. Here's one note on Linux, OSMC, and Libra ELEC devices. Without a GUI, you might need to manually use OpenVPN via command line or system configuration. Now, one user in the OSMC community noted that for IPVanish, you'd grab their config files, the .ovpn bundle, insert your user credentials, and then integrate them into the OSMC's network settings. Configure IPVanish for smooth, secure streaming. All right, getting it installed is just the start. So to really make it work well with Kodi, you want to tweak some settings. So let's talk through how and why. Choosing the right protocol. So IPVanish supports multiple protocols, which determine how data is encrypted and transported. As of current specs, WireGuard, OpenVPN, IKEv2, IPsec, and historically L2TP, but it's being phased out. WireGuard is often the preferred default. It's modern, fast, and secure, so there's less overhead. OpenVPN, or UDP/TCP, is very reliable and widely compatible. UDP is typically faster, but TCP can help in restrictive networks. IKEv2 is good on mobile devices. You get stable reconnection when switching networks. Now, I'd avoid older or weaker protocols, especially ones that are deprecated or disabled, like PPTP, etc. IPVanish officially discontinued PPTP as of 2025. Now, if you experience buffering or connectivity problems, try switching protocols. Sometimes your ISP or network environment may favor one over another. Picking the best server. Now, it's tempting to always pick a far-off server to unlock content, but that can hurt speeds. Best practice: choose a server that's geographically close, like same country or region when possible. This will give you lower latency and better throughput. And make sure the server isn't overloaded. IPVanish often displays server load in the app, helping you avoid congested nodes. Now, if an add-on demands a particular country, for example, you need UK IP for BBC iPlayer, then pick a UK server with strong load metrics. Always test a few servers. Sometimes a nearby but less popular server yields better performance than a far but fast one. Turn on kill switch and leak protection. Now, one of the most critical safeguards. If your VPN drops, you don't want your traffic to fall back to your normal ISP connection and expose your IP. That's where the kill switch comes in. IPVanish has recently improved kill switch support for Fire TV and Android TV, letting you toggle it directly from the app. Make sure the kill switch is enabled in the IPVanish settings. Ensure DNS leak protection is active, so DNS queries don't slip out and reveal your location. On platforms where kill switch isn't fully supported, be extra cautious, especially for streaming devices. Auto connect and startup rules. Don't rely on remembering to turn on the VPN before you launch Kodi. That's too easy to forget. Instead, configure IPVanish to auto launch and auto connect when your device boots up. If the VPN drops, have it reconnect automatically. On systems with split tunneling options, set them so that Kodi is forced through the VPN rather than left unprotected by mistake. These guardrails make your setup more set it and forget it, safer, and more user-friendly. Unlocking geo-restricted content legally. One of the biggest perks of pairing IPVanish with Kodi is being able to access entertainment that's locked by a region. Want BBC iPlayer in the US or catch a live event on a Canadian channel? Then this combo helps. Here's how. In IPVanish, connect to a server in the country whose content you want. UK for BBC, Canada for CTV, and Australia for iView, etc. Now, once connected, return to Kodi and install or open the relevant add-on. for example, BBC iPlayer. Now, in some cases, the add-on may still detect VPN use or refuse to work. If that happens, try switching protocol, for example, from WireGuard to OpenVPN. Change servers, so to another UK server in this example. And make sure to clear add-on cache, restart the add-on, or restart Kodi. Occasionally, the add-on or the service may block IP ranges used by VPN providers, so you might need to experiment. Now, because add-on developers and content providers constantly update detection strategies, this part can sometimes feel a bit trial and error. But with persistence and by finding lesser used VPN servers, you can usually find one that works. Also note, some add-ons or services may outright just refuse VPN traffic. Not much you can do except try different configurations or use official licensing routes. Handling ISP throttling and network blocks. One of the most common issues for heavy streamers is ISP throttling, where your provider intentionally slows down certain types of traffic, like streaming, when it detects them. With VPN, your ISP sees only encrypted traffic, no labels that say movie streaming. Now, because they can't tell that you're streaming, they're much less likely to target or throttle your traffic. If your VPN connection in fact runs faster with the VPN on than off, it's a strong hint that your ISP was throttling unprotected traffic. Here's another scenario. Maybe your ISP or network might block access to domains or services that supply unofficial streams. Since your connection is encrypted, a VPN often bypasses those domain level blocks. However, always keep in mind, a VPN is a privacy tool, not a legal shield. Streaming copyrighted content without rights is still risky and illegal. VPNs help with anonymity, not legality. Troubleshooting common issues. Even with all this, you're going to run into hiccups. So let's walk through some real world problems and how to fix them. Buffering and performance drops. Here, just switch to a local server or one with lower load. Change protocols. For example, switch from WireGuard to OpenVPN or vice versa. Lower your streaming resolution in your add-on settings. Maybe 720p versus 1080p. Reboot your device and router to clear any network flakiness. If applicable, connect via Ethernet rather than Wi-Fi, eliminating interference or weak signal issues. Connection failures or frequent drops. Check your login credentials and ensure that your IPVanish account is in fact active. Try another server or protocol. Uninstall and reinstall the IPVanish app. On a router-based setup, verify your router configuration hasn't changed. For example, firmware resets, etc. Make sure your network is up. Test browsing outside of Kodi in your VPN. Add-ons still won't work. Now, some add-ons tie to very specific regions. For example, this only works in the UK. So double check you're connecting to the correct country server. Check the add-ons documentation or community forum for known working servers. Clear the add-on cache or data. Restart Kodi or the device. Try a different IPVanish server in the same country. And if all else fails, that add-on might be blocking all VPNs and you may need to use a licensed version or alternative. Device limit exceeded. IPVanish allows unlimited simultaneous connections, which is a big plus. But if you're running into too many device errors, then log out from devices that you're not actively using. If it's a bug, then contact IPVanish support and ask them to reset your active sections. Double check that your devices are all tied to the same account and there isn't a mistake with login credentials. Real world example. Streaming BBC iPlayer in the US. So here is how I'd actually walk through one example. That brings it all together. Open IPVanish app on my Fire TV or Android box. Choose a UK server, so pick one with low load, for example, London or Manchester. Connect and make sure the kill switch / leak protection is on. Open Kodi or install the BBC iPlayer add-on if it's not already installed. Launch BBC iPlayer through Kodi. If it fails or reports not available in your location, then switch to a different UK server. Try switching protocols. Clear the cache and restart the add-on. Once it plays, monitor for any drops or buffering. Performance suffers, repeat the server protocol tweaks until you find one that's stable. That process may take a minute or two, but once you discover a sweet spot server, then you'll often return to it for future sessions. Things to watch out for and limitations. While IPVanish and Kodi is powerful, there are a few caveats. Based in the US. IPVanish is headquartered in the US, which means it's subject to US laws and potential government data requests. Some privacy purists see this as a negative. Occasional streaming blocks. Some providers like Netflix and Amazon may aggressively block VPN IPs. Even though IPVanish works with many services, there's no guarantee with every add-on or region. Speed degradation. Every VPN introduces overhead. If your raw internet plan is not strong enough, you might notice slower performance. even with a VPN. Not all devices support full features. On some streaming boxes or lightweight systems, kill switch or leak protection may be limited. Risk of bad add-ons. Just because an add-on is available doesn't mean it's safe. Keep security in mind. Use trusted sources whenever possible. Stream better, safer, smarter. At the end of the day, using IPVanish with Kodi gives you a strong foundation for secure streaming. You hide your IP, encrypt your traffic, and bypass location locks, all with fewer compromises. With the right server and a few tweaks, you can watch what you want, where you want, without fear of throttling or exposure. It takes a little effort up front, installation, configuration, testing, but once it's dialed in, it runs quietly in the background, letting you enjoy movies, shows, and live TV freely. So if you want to get started with IPVanish, we've got that link for you down in the description below. This is an affiliate link, which means we earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And it's these commissions that really help support the channel and allow us to continue to create free content just like this. So if you end up using it, we thank you so much in advance. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we cover everything from VPNs and cybersecurity to how to stay safe online and detailed product comparisons, so be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you here in the next video.